Well, with the current coronavirus lockdown, probably a perfect time to do some maintenance on your motorcycle. One of the things you should do is check your air filters, and in this case I'm going to pull out the air filter, show you how we get in there and what we do with it on this BMW S1000RR. So this is the 2015-2016 model, and it's pretty much the same for all the models. I'm not sure what the 2020 version is like, but once I get a look at that, then we'll see the differences with this particular one. Now, the reason we would want to clean it and have a look at it is the air intake is at the front of the motorcycle, and you've got direct access through that venturi, through past the steering head part of the frame and directly to the air filter. And if you actually shine a torch up there, you can see the air filter there. What that means is dusts and bugs and stuff that is coming at your motorcycle as you ride along is all going straight to the air filter there. So it's an important thing that you check it periodically. Now, to pull it apart, pretty simple. All you need is a T25 star driver, and you just simply remove some of these bolts, and then that gives you access to the air filter. And there you have it. That's 7 screws removed. So now you can remove the cover. Now once you've got the cover off, it's just simply a matter of getting access to the air filter. We do that by undoing the little star screw. So it's a T25 star screw that holds the electronics in place. We simply lift the electronics up. Okay, they lift up and they don't detach. And notice now you've got access to the air filter housing. So it's basically 3 parts. You've got the air filter, you've got a housing that surrounds the air filter itself and clips up against the front of the engine, and then you've got like a housing that joins the air filter to the frame and kind of closes off the gap. So all the air that comes in through the front is channeled through the air filter. And the first thing we do is remove that housing at the front of the air filter. We do that by removing, you can do it with your finger or fingernail or a screwdriver, but just a little plastic clip kind of slides into itself and wedges. That holds that front housing in place. And all we simply do is we just lift that up. Okay, so put that aside. Then we get access to the air filter housing. And the air filter housing, to pull that out, we just simply undo the clips and clip those, and that air filter, air filter part will lift up. If you can lift it forward and then up, it's quite a tight fit, and then that now gives you access to the air filter itself. And all we need to do now is clean it. One thing I just point out is take notice of where the hoses are. So there's some hoses that run down the sides here. They're going to go down the side of the air filter, and we want to make sure we put them back there. So there you go. Let's go and clean that filter. Okay, now that we've cleaned it, pretty simple matter of putting it back and just the reverse process. So make sure your air filter is contained in the housing. Right, the clips are open. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slot it in, making sure that the hoses aren't going to get pinched. They're going to remain on the sides of the air filter, or the air cleaner. And we just slide it down. Okay, nice little fit in there. Right, it kind of slots in. You'll notice it's in there when it kind of positions itself. Then do up the clip. And the clips, that locates the air filter in its place. Then we get the second little housing that joins the air filter to the frame. And it kind of, I notice that you kind of tilt it forward just a little bit and it helps it slide in. So there you go. That's in place. Put the plastic clip back in. Right, push it in with your finger, and then just reposition the electronics. Okay, real simple. Put the screw back in place, and then it's just simply a matter of putting it all together and take the bike for a ride. That's it. See you in the next video.